Guten Tag, und willkommen zu mein Welt. In the previous episode of Let's Play Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines, we finished the haunted house, and you've seen me go through my psychosis. Because I am, for some reason, terrified of ghosts. I do not know why. But then we came here, found Jeanette, and she asked us to go to a museum and take care of some things. Let's see if she will talk to us.
The gallery's right down the street.
It's okay. Okay, so looking at this picture, something seems a little bit odd about it. Okay. I mean, why is this one red? There's like a lot of red on her. Well, I guess there is some red on this one. I mean, some of it's her pigtails, so that's obviously Jeanette. Is her name Jeanetta? I think it's Jeanette. But obviously that's not a bra strap, I doubt it, unless that's part of like the ribbon that comes down. But there is some differences. I mean, she's facing forward like her father, and looks like she has something behind her back, but so does this one. But she's tilted to her side, and obviously the hair is different because one's Jeanette, one's the other one. But it looks weird. This one looks like it's painted weird compared to the other two. I don't know if that's supposed to signify anything, but let's go on. I mean, not that it really does signify anything, but sometimes artists like try to throw hints in there. And since this is a game that like has hints, I wouldn't put it past the developers. Well, dev is developer, but I wouldn't put it past them to put like a clue on there or something. Okay, so we need to go. Jeanette wants us to go to the museum and slice up some pictures. Let's see, where's that at? I know it's not on this street, so let's go through here and try to find it. No, probably not here. Okay, the pawn shop, the clinic. Let's see. I want to see something. How much? Oh, we got 7 points. What do I want to put it in? I want to maybe be stronger. We got 7 points, so we could put a feat into strength. But really, his strength, I don't know if I'm going to be using unarmed that much, but I think I'm going to go ahead and put this in strength. Knees don't cost anything. I'll wait till I have another point, and I'll probably put the next one in wits because that does hacking and defense, and I'd like to make like to have some melee. Bashing, overall toughness, prevents damage from bullets, baseball bats, increases blood soaks. What about lethal? These don't do anything. Okay. Okay, anyway, let's go here. Okay, it's locked. So, well.
Hey, hold on a minute there. I'm afraid you're committing a 351. That's trespassing on private property. I'm gonna have to ask that you vacate the premises immediately, or I'm afraid I'll be forced to radio this in.
Didn't you get the call?
What call are you talking about there, Chief?
One of the artists pissed off the director, so I'm gonna pull their art from the show.
And who might you be then, Chief?
I could intimidate him. I don't know if I want to do that though. I'm the museum's director.
Just taking one look at you, I'd say there's a lot of money in that line of work. Me, security's in my blood. My father mother's father, my 6 brothers. Yeah, we're all real keen on upholding the law, like a family of Magnum PIs.
Wow, that's great. But I have a job to do.
Look, I'll let you in, but I'll be filing a 62A on this when I get back to the security station after my shift. Just so you're aware.
Okay. I expect it. Better file a 45B as well.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, who wouldn't file a 45B, huh? Everyone knows about 45B. Anyway, go ahead on in and you have yourself a nice night.
Okay, see you. Okay, so... where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Okay, funny thing about security guards. I'm currently a security guard while I'm going through college trying to pay the bills and everything. But as far as stereotypes go, well, that guy was kind of fat. I don't know if that's a stereotype for security guards. I know sleeping is one of them. Ooh, there's the charity box. How much cash was in it? Oh, humanity lost. That's kind of bad because I lose 2 for every 1, I think. But I think my humanity's good. But I think the stereotype for security guards is falling asleep. But anyway, stereotypes for police is that police always eat donuts. Well, for security guards, the honey bun is the equivalent of the police officer's donut. Every time I go to work, I get some honey buns. What's going on here? We're supposed to slash these up. Obviously, this is a vampire. They're talking about Cain and everything. So let's go ahead and slice him. Oh, what's that? That drained my blood. Slicing shouldn't blame. Okay, yeah, it's not. It's like protected. So and it's stealing my blood. So there's obviously a word or something going on here. So probably have to go with the story. What's going on here? Okay, so that one's Cain slays Abel. Did he use a spear? Better be a pitchfork. Okay, anyway. Cain spurns Lilith. Cain cursed by God. Cain meets Lilith. Okay. So, yeah, I think I know the order. So this doesn't really match the Bible, by the way. I don't know if any of y'all have read the Bible. I think he does meet Lilith. Somebody meets Lilith. But Lilith isn't really in the Christian Bible, and as far as I know, she's not really in the Jewish Bible. Well, the Hebrew Bible. Obviously, he has to meet her before he spurns her. Look at all that blood, though. But there is like forgotten books and stuff like that supposedly have her in it, which is kind of interesting. But she was supposedly the initial wife of Adam, and then Adam spurns her for being too domineering. Okay. Something's happening. Oh. Okay, who's this summoning? Whoa, okay. That's not cool. Okay, so we're drained of blood, so let's get that up. Let's get that up. Let's get some presents up. Let's get not that, but oh well. This is easy to miss him. He moves around a lot. He looks like he's winning. Oh yeah, that was bad. Okay. Let's use Blood Heal. That is going up much slower than I'd hope. Let's do this another time. Okay, it's hard to tell whenever it takes... Whoa. Oh, that's bad. That's gnarly. Can I drink him? He is blood. It makes sense that I could drink him, right? Like, I think I just accidentally did that twice in a row and messed it up. Let's, not blood buff. Let's, do the speed again. That'll help us outrun him. Whoa. Okay, we gotta stop him from doing that. Okay, I do believe I have some blood packs. Awesome. I'm fortunately probably gonna have to use all of them. Yeah, that still wasn't enough. Oh, that wasn't that too bad. I should have tried to drink him. That would have been a feast. Oh man, that took a lot of blood though. Like 3 blood packs. That was what, $300 worth? Wow. That demon cost me $300. Perception and wits. Oh yeah, that was my aspects. Okay. So that was bad. I lost some humanity for stealing a charity box, but oh, she didn't want the charity box. She just told me to buy something. Okay, so that was selfless. That selfish, not selfless. That was kind of bad. Okay. So, let's see. I guess that leads us to going back there. That was pretty fast. I figured there'd be more to it than that. Where? Oh yeah, through the red light district. Even though that's not a red light district. Okay. So, I've noticed that the game's been stuttering a little bit. I don't know if I can't remember when. I think it was the last episode I talked about that. Yeah, I think it was the last episode that I split it up. But I'm curious about. I need some blood. Sorry, ma'am. Did I talk to you? Oh, here's another one. You're still here? This is usually where I wake up. I gotta tell you something. Come closer. It's nice that I'm able to do this in public here. I love the highlight and everything. Okay, let's not drink her dry. Though I wonder what people would say if I actually killed her. I'm sure in a nightclub. Well, actually, it doesn't happen in a nightclub that I know of. I haven't been in gothic nightclubs. Just sports bar nightclubs. Come here. Give Daddy a little more sugar. But I guess it could just be looking like me giving her a hickey. But this is not hickey position. Oh well. What does it say on the state? Okay, so she's a college girl. Okay, let's go up. Speak to the giant. Okay.
You.
Oh.
What were you thinking?
What about?
The museum. That was my event. Did you think I wouldn't find out?
Wait.
Shut up. I thought I could control my sister as long as Tongue was out of the picture, but nothing's changed. I should have expected that you'd succumb to Jeanette's influence like all the others, but how dare you!
Why would this even be an option? I mean, of course it would be an option, but this isn't the option I'd choose. I would own up to it.
Don't lie to me! Jeanette already confessed she tricked you into doing it. It was probably all Tongue's idea. I'll deal with them later. But that's still no excuse for you ruining my museum.
If you get the 62A, you would see that it was me. But I'm going to go ahead and say that
Excellent.
I
I'll
didn't do
take
it.
that.
I don't like these
However,
options. Give me
Jeanette
more
claimed you did it
options.
for her. But let's say I believe you. After all, you've acted decently and rationally up to now. I imagine you'd still like me to call off the feud.
Yes.
There's only one problem. If Tongue gets word that I threatened Jeanette, which he most certainly already has, it's not likely he'll believe me. So, in order to call off the feud, you're going to have to convince Jeanette to forgive me first.
And how do I do that?
I made some threats against my sister. Idle threats, involving fire and her impious satin sheets. She took them quite seriously, and is avoiding me. I want to meet with her and
I was
explain
gonna
what
say
was said in the
something.
heat of the moment. I asked her to meet me at the Surfside Diner to reconcile, but I'm busy with the club and my other endeavors. I'd like you to go to the diner and promise her that I don't plan to take any action against her. Wait for her in the back booth, near the phones.
Okay, then the feud is off.
I want to see my sister. Yes, I'll call it off once I've spoken with her myself. Just do what I ask.
You see, this, I was gonna say something, but the experience popping up kind of distracted me. Oh, 9 experience, wow. Let's see, what's important right now? Wits is important. This will bring my defense up. We're going a little melee here. Okay, so then I can put it into one more of these. Manipulation. Actually, all I can put it into is really stamina, which only does bashing. Soak bashing. This doesn't do anything for slashing. Slashing is lethal if I remember. Bladed weapons, claws and fangs. So this is really only situational. I might go into this, but this means that I won't be able to use it during the Masquerade anymore. Which is an issue. And I wish these would have the same durations. I would like to be a little bit faster. Because I think that helped a little bit against that blood demon thing, blood guardian. Do I want to become more resilient, though? I mean, my defense is up. I don't know, that guy did hit us pretty hard, but that was with claws, so that's more of a lethal type damage. My hacking is really good now. Well, I hope 4 is good. Why does scholarship do 2? I might go with 5 here. Let's go with this, and then next time we'll go with that. It's going to cost us 8 to go into dexterity. So, yeah, I guess a good way to reason it. I did defense. What does defense do? To avoid taking damage of all types in combat. Okay. So that's to avoid taking damage, whereas this is shrugging off certain types of damage. I wish that this was more eclectic. Okay, so I'm okay with that. We won't get hit as often, I presume. Let's go down. She said to the cafe. Let's go. Now the cafe, that's on, I think it's this side of the street, 2nd Street. Yeah, right there's the cafe. I have to come here anyway for another quest. I think the guy down at the beach wanted me to come here. This. This looks peculiar. Are they packing? Of course, you can't tell in a video game. Guy's cooking. Where is everybody? Oh well. Okay. Let's get down. Okay, let's get on here. Awesome. Whoa, who's hit me? You didn't die? I should have fed on them. Sorry, dude. That's some decent blood you had there, man. I guess cholesterol is one of the things that vampires need. Okay. Hello?
I'm terribly sorry about that. My sister was just furious about your refusal to take part in her designs, so she sent those men to kill you. But I'm going to make sure it never happens again. Drop by. We'll take care of this tongue business. She's crazy! Help!
That made no sense. Okay, so she said, no. Okay, so I was just lied to my face. She said that my sister tried to kill you for refusing to do what she said. I did what her sister said, so obviously she was the one who plotted that. Okay. Lying to me. Don't think I know when you're lying to me. That's okay, I don't care. I mean, I care that she tried to kill me. I don't care that she lied to me. I don't know, I'm pretty laissez-faire when it comes to social interactions. I don't care if you lie to me, I don't care if you tried to start drama and stuff like that. That's you, that's your thing. But when you actually, like, start affecting me, that's where it crosses the line. I read this, didn't I? Gruesome remains found on the pier. I need to learn how to stop pressing exit on that. What the?
You stay out of this! To think anyone would risk their life for this filthy, tainted waste of blood. This will just make it easier to kill both of you. Help!
What?
Save me and I'll help you find Bertram! I swear! Shut up, Jeanette! I warned you to stay away from Tongue. He's turned you against me. I always looked out for you, but you couldn't stand my success. You had to meddle, didn't you? I didn't want it to end like this, but you forced me! You never gave me any credit for anything,
Wow.
Therese. I was the one calling the shots. Bertram was dancing on my leash. How does it feel to know that I beat you?
I know what's going on here.
Isn't it obvious? I'm about to rid the night of this deviant, backstabbing whore. Do you realize that despite her condition, she still fornicates with kind, no less? So despicable. So unclean. You're one to talk, dear sister. Or should I say daddy's little girl? Do you want to know just how depraved the Baron of Santa Monica can be? Shut up, Jeanette. You'd love the world to think you're a saint. When you thought I was asleep, I used to hear Father come in at night. I heard him whisper how much he loved you in your ear before he... Don't finish that sentence, or you're dead.
Wow. Okay, so obviously I'm forced to make a decision here. Okay, so what have we learned so far? The one on the left, which is Teresa, is very prunish. That's her only argument against her sister so far. She's tried to kill me. I like that the camera has it facing towards Teresa's side right now. Obviously, there was some father-daughter issues going on, if that's true or not. I assume it is at this point. But it's the same person. So typically, if there's two personalities created, it's one's a fabrication and one's generally the true person, or they're split into two. But if it was the true person, they would view the alter ego as the one that's been abused, not themselves. It's hard to say. I'm not like, I don't have my PhD in psychology. I just have a minor in it. So let's go on. I'm on the side of Jeanette right now, because she's one. Teresa's tried to kill me. She lied in my face about it. Yeah, she tried to kill me. Her only argument against her sister is that she has sex. That's a horrible argument, really. Let's see, but she's orderly. Now, on the other side, Jeanette, I think, is the true personality here, who's kind of like having this sex addiction out of having problems with her father. That's kind of understandable, but she is manipulative. She manipulated me several times. But that, again, that's just a personality trait. That's not really a crime. Whereas Teresa's actually killed me. Well, tried to kill me. And Jeanette's, she is working different angles, so it's hard. So I'm gonna go with Jeanette on this one.
Had his way with you, and he didn't have to force you. You went limp and became his plaything. Do you think I didn't hear it? Night after night? Always the obedient daughter until... Shut up. Just shut up!
Go on.
Would you like to tell the story? She makes herself out to be the virgin queen of the night, pious as a nun, stable as the Earth's orbit. It's all an act, isn't it? I'm the good girl. You're the wicked one. You've done nothing but plot against me when I had our best interests at heart. And despite that, I've always covered up your mistakes. I've taken care of you.
That is true.
How you repay me? Taken care of me. You've done nothing but keep me down, blame me for every mistake. Did you expect me to let you rule my life until the end of time? No, sister. You've had it coming since our last sunrise. Is that right, dear? If it wasn't for me, you would have never survived this long. Remember? They tried to separate us, but I refused. I chose this life and brought you into it so that we could stay
I can only
together.
imagine who
Obviously,
they
you've
were.
forgotten.
Okay, so on one point we do have, Teresa does actually care for her sister. We had that explanation. Like she did say she was going to try to make amends. But was that just to trick us into going into that bar? I'm going to ask Jeanette if that's true. I mean, she is a little bit impulsive.
She's a control freak. People, things, emotions. If she can't control something, she gets rid of it. And
That
you're
is true.
A wild animal. You'll rub up against anything that'll take you in for the night. Then when you're stuffed and bored, you bite the hand that fed you.
What's wrong with that? Yeah, you're right. Jeanette tried to have me killed.
Therese will never let you live. You disappointed her. I used you, yes, but I didn't try to have you killed. Therese has no problem with killing, do you? Remember Father? Father loved me. I was a good girl. I always did what I was told. You always hated me.
You shouldn't laugh at others'
You disobeyed
misfortunes.
him. You brought men home when he wasn't there. You were an awful daughter to him.
Jeez. Like, she's obsessed with sex. Like, in a prunish way. Always hated that he loved me. What happened to your father, Jeanette?
Father came home drunk one day and mistook me for Therese. because I'd fallen asleep in her bed. Don't listen to her. She's lying. Therese walked in while he was there, and she saw me lying with him, and so she went to the closet and pulled out his hunting shotgun, loaded it with deer shot, and blew his mind out all over the silly clown wallpaper. That's a lie. Father killed himself because of Jeanette. She made him miserable. As I recall, he died with a smile on his face.
I believe Jeanette. Well, obviously, Teresa killed the father. I totally believe that. That is totally consistent with the psychosis going on here. Oh, I can't say I can't believe you killed your father, Therese. I mean, I understand that she did, and I understand her motivations. I do believe you, Jeanette, so I guess I'm going to have to go with option number 2.
The police sure did. They broke us up for a little while, remember? The first thing you did after your escape was find me. Enough! Don't say another word about that. So, sweet sister. Is this how it has to end? I admit I always knew this night might come. Well, any message you want me to give Father? An apology? A love letter?
Grab the gun, Jeanette. Oh my gosh.
I killed her. I didn't want her to go. I only wanted her to change. You understand, don't you? Poor Therese. You wanted to find Bertram. He's at the old gas station in an empty oil tank. He'll help you because I'll ask him to. But you must keep your tongue tied tight about what happened this night. Understand?
I understand.
Don't hesitate to come see me once in a while. I'm going to be so lonely without Therese. I mean, I may need someone like you sometime. And I do get bored so easily. Maybe you could come by and cheer me up sometime.
I promise. Goodbye. That actually entertained me. That was pretty nice. Like, of course, my rationale was that Jeanette was the true identity. And that's because it seemed consistent with, I guess not really with what I learned, but what I would suspect would be true. I mean, well, I guess I did kind of learn it in personality class, but usually, if it's a split personality out of defense, usually the one who is in defense mode is the one who says that it happened to the other one, because they're trying to distance themselves away from it. And that's what happened. And it was Jeanette coming up and actually killing her father. That was kind of like an outside thing. Watching it happen through someone else's eyes was the logic behind that. But anyway, so I felt that Jeanette was the actual real one. Now, her promiscuity was the only complaint that, and her disorganization, was the only thing that really Teresa had against her. Whereas Jeanette rose up some excellent points that, well, Teresa is murderous. But, so, I mean, there was more logic on the side of Jeanette despite her craziness. So I believe that Jeanette was the real one. And, of course, the only problem is her sexuality. I wouldn't even really deem that as a problem. It could be. But that could probably be because of this dude right here. I'd slice that picture up if I was them. It would have been nice to see a bullet hole in, if they actually, like, shot the picture. That would have been nice. But anyway, let's examine the picture after seeing it now. Okay, like, this one bothered me. I believe that Jeanette was the true one, and it kind of matches. And then all of a sudden you have the other one, like, painted weird. Like, her face is weird. And it's not just the shadowing. I mean, her nose looks like it's bent. Her eye, one... Okay, they're about the same size, but this one looks like this was the real painting, and then somebody tried to do something different over here. Like, yeah, so And I love the fact that they're like, they tried to separate us. That was obviously a psychologist doing that. And Teresa coming back and finding herself probably meant that it worked, but that it was the defense that the other psychologist was really going for. Was, okay, well, the defense is kind of nice to kind of just like keep it away, ignore it, whereas Sigmund Freud would be more like, embrace your inner demon, embrace what happened, work it out, and such like that. So yeah, that was amazing in my eyes. But anyway, that probably concludes this episode. It seemed rather short. I mean, I just fought a blood demon, blood guardian, and then I just went to the cafe and then went through the spiel. Okay, but anyway, this is a good stopping point. Next one, I'm going to try to find Bertram. I'm going to go back to the cafe to try to find what happened to Lily, which is, if I remember, I'm surprised I remembered her name. But yeah, Lily and the guy down at the beach. What was his name? E. Yeah, E was his name. Okay, but anyway, till next time, auf Wiedersehen.